But it's okay to record.
Yeah.
Just sit and go quiet so they can talk. Iran Kormakai. So I call forth my people tonight. Riman Kolai Tiki. To bring forth the keys for higher humankinds. Engri Kalo. Kumla Kaitakal. So I don't know the words in English. Elon Hylon key. So the highest keys within each of you on this call, I activate instantly now. Elon Kaitakal. Blom. Hele ki momentakal. Iron Chemo Kai. I program those keys for higher dominion life on this planet. Englen Pomenskilo. Hemren Tekailo Ki. And I bring all of humankind into this room. And if you just allow them, like they were sat in a big circle around you, and you were holding hands with the whole of humanity. Enron Mycolical. I allow you all to feel unified. Enron Kai. Hylon, Tiklon, Eklon T. So for this timeline of humanity's highest dominion, Iron Kai, Akron Te, Lominkilo, I allow you all to begin afresh. Ekron Aikital, Himlon Keitili, Makto Hintakai. So no more doubt in your minds. When I begin this timeline today, it all begins afresh. Ekton Kailikal. So I begin this timeline momentarily. Engren Tylakanto me. There's no way back from this reunification timeline, he says, and they rejoice with his words. Ekron Aitakal, Hulon Kai, Mininike Legki, Horantakal, Eklon Telakal. So within each of you is a key of the highest dominion's powers. And I allow you each to take that key, to open that box, and to turn it as you wish. Ekron Iconical. This is the beginning of the glad tidings for everyone on this planet. Mekton Ikole. There is no going back. There is no grief. There is no need for drama in these times. Eklon Itical. We begin afresh. Ekron Maitikle. Hunlon Kaitikal. So the beginning of these times is fresh. Uklon Mailike, Hinanana Komanst, Eklon Tylakol. So I begin these timelines afresh, say the beings of light. Ekron Tylamel, Eklon Tiklamai Kole. And we allow all of those living on earth to participate in this time. Ekron tu mens kilo. And we allow you all to light up one another. Ekron taikole hinlai kolekenst. Eklon mai mini homenskele. Kinhom haiko ektailo meninike. So I begin this timeline now, says the Christ. Ekran homenst eklen tukelo. So no more doubt about this new earth. I kole mini keleki. I call in all the higher dominions of light. Ekron Tylakal. I allow all of infinity to be present on earth now. Himleke, Eklentai, Humeneke. Inlen Okratai, Tintakai Lakel. And we allow ourselves to feel this divinity within each of us. Ekren Maikole, Hinlen Ken Kentakai, Formenst Ekletel Tumenake, Hinlen Maklen Ohungnanamanako, Hinlen Kaitakal, Tumenst Eklente. And we allow the complete absence of thought here. Tumens Kele, Himlen Kenen Eklen Teleken, Humlenko, Quento, Acto, Inkatai, Hinlen, Acto, Minikte, Humran Ken Kenen, Humanenana, Kan, Contactico. No man, woman, or child, all will be contained in this divine energies of reunification. Emren, Teklen, Hemlen, Kihenko, Mi Kaile, Kinle, Astik, Huntike. And I give my lifeline to each and every one of humankind, says the Christ. Ekrento, Tumen, Aklente, to tie it into your own elderly being, he says. Ekrento, Leminskilai, Eklan, Thailand, Kilenko. As if I could light you all up with a moment's thought, he laughs. Ekren momentikai, Hinren kentake, Hinren aklamen, momenkilo. As if I could provide all the love that the world needed instantly. Aklan men, acclimatize yourselves to this new world. Akren torments, Eklen Tylakal, because we can arise all together. Ekren humenike, Mamenskilo. So in the moments that follow, give voice to happy thoughts. Ekren tomenike, to many Kailoki. I leave you now, the Buddha, the Christ, Astraea, and the other beings of light, to be with one another. Akrenke komenskilo. I cry men ekli ten, hobli ken, tai menst ekli homenkilo.
Mm. Mm. Mhm. Hello. Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He joined us.
Yeah.
Well, all the cats are there in the knowing.
Mhm.
They're like, yeah, that just happened. Yeah, good job, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
All the whales will be giving song.
Mhm.
They already know. Ah,
Good. Good. Good.
Mhm.
Good. Good. Good.
what do you want to chat about?
What do I want to chat about? Well, it's just wonderful.
Mhm.
It's just wonderful. It's just really, really wonderful. I mean, it's what we've always been talking about, but you don't really know until you're there. I mean, you do know that you're not there when you're not there, but it's not like,
Mhm.
can't really, like, all the explanations we try to give, or all the tips and how to get there, and it's all is very irrelevant. Everything is very, I mean, it does, of course, it in the end it brings people somewhere. It does help. I mean, all the help I got gave me help, right? But
Mhm.
to be here now has just nothing to do with all of that,
Mhm.
because it's a different reality that puts it in words. It's just so, yeah.
Just to be. Just to be.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll get to color. Can't talk about that. I'm just very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just such a good
I
place.
I
where
might
to
just
come
wake
to.
up. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, I know this. Um,
We're just such in a good place right now. I made it such a good.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful, just being. You don't
Yeah.
have to even do anything. Just being is wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of
so
hard for
we're
me to remember
just
the way it
making
used to
plans.
be.
Say again, sorry.
It's kind of hard for me to remember the way that it used to be or the way that I used to be.
Yeah.
But I do remember being in that stressful life and trying to get a home ready for sale. This
Wow.
was a couple years ago, and I remember being at work and getting a call that there were a lot of stuff wrong with the house that I had to do and take care of. And this one call, I guess I had been really, really tired and stressed from it all. They called and they said that I had bats in the house or building inside of the house. And I just remember being at work, first time I've ever done this. I just started crying, like just crying. I couldn't stop. And I was at work. People were around me. And I was, what do you mean there's bats in my house? I couldn't deal with it. I just lost it. And so that's really different from where I'm at now. I think now I would laugh at that or something, and be able to better deal with things.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's been like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was very desperate and cried a lot in my life. Yeah, it was very, yeah.
Hmm.
It's like you had that yesterday, you said, Edanya, that was really good. Like, what was I concerned about? That's what it's like now. It's like, why even worry, right? It's all like everything is just great. If I'm just here, everything's just great. It's like this Chinese proverb. The day you were born, a problem was solved.
That's beautiful. That's
Yeah. What did you want to say?
Well, I did want to talk about worry and fear.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, is that all right?
Of course.
Can I talk a little? I don't know what I'm.
Yes.
I don't know what
Yeah,
I'm going to
appreciate
say.
it. Yeah.
And the
Yes.
Christ
Yes,
won't.
please.
There won't be channeling, so I'll just be playing riffs and seeing if anything lands. But I've been thinking about fear and worry, because like it still comes. It seems like whatever level I go to, and I haven't got very far, but there's always fear and worry. And they designed the human to feel fear.
Mm.
So there's no absence of fear, like there's no getting away from fear. It's inevitable as part of the design of being human. And they aren't taking out that part of the reptilian brain. As far as I recommend, don't take it out, because I don't think the brain will work without that bit in it. So we have to admit to ourselves, we are going to be part reptilian.
Oh, yeah,
And
we are.
just the acceptance of that fact frees us. Because I'm struggling with, I still feel worried about stuff and fear still comes up. And I can't figure it out. It's like, well, why should it do it to me? Like, you know, my soul's left. Like, why am I frightened? Like, it's just all over soul. I should be fucking fine. But no, it's like, no, you're human. So you don't get out. There's no free ticket. So like the Buddha said, so we're studying so the 8 pathways to enlightenment, as the Buddha describes them, because we think that's part of the teaching. The Buddha does a really good job. Like, I apologize. But you know, he did it thousands of years ago when fucking no one even dared try. And so he's worked out 8 noble truths, and I can't remember why I'm talking about this now.
You started mentioning that fear and worry will still persist, like still be there, no matter how far you rise. But I actually have to say something about that.
Good.
Because as I said to you the other day, I feel sort of different now. In a way, I feel sort of, one could actually say numb or something. Because I've, like, so many things have happened to me.
Yes.
And I've lived so many past lives which were so cruel, and where I did cruel things and others did cruel things to me and stuff, that there is nothing really to be afraid of. I mean, yes, I also do still worry. All is good. I still worry, so all is good. No, but I mean, it's like when I think about when I like, my brain is very used to painting black scenarios or really dark scenarios and really bad stuff. That doesn't really happen anymore, because I'm at that stage where I say, well, it doesn't matter, because I've been through all of that before. I know all that pain. I've had all these cuts and bruises and wounds and deaths, and I did all that, and it's all, so
That's good. I think it's clearer, right? You're feeling less suffering about the fear. So fear still comes up, but you're less suffering.
Yeah,
I think that's the experience. That's the best I can describe it. The fear is useful. So we haven't looked at fear accurately. I keep reassessing my relationship to fear. And there's one time I thought fear was irrelevant, had to be got rid of, but now it attracts what I don't know about myself. So it's useful, and we should not try and get rid of it. It's actually performing a miracle in that we learn things. So I'm just reorientating myself to fear. I should probably shut up at this point.
No, No,
No, it's
what you're
perfect.
saying is absolutely, yeah, it's super important. What we understand is that we can't get rid of our human emotions. Then there would be no point. Then we wouldn't be
Right.
human. Then it wouldn't be a human experience. So what we need to do is almost like mm, blend blend our our avatar with our human,
Yeah.
and like embrace the fear, embrace it, love it, send it love, and almost like, yeah, I see that, thank you, now I know, I'm aware, I see it, but not as in like an attack anymore, or like a victimhood anymore. It's almost like, yes, that's an emotion, I'm feeling it, and that's it,
Yeah.
I'm embracing it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's no, the horror. Yeah, I think that puts it better. The horror goes,
Or the horror comes up, but that's just because it's
That's
there.
okay. And yeah, you just do, and you just look at it, and you go through the motions of releasing something that you weren't aware of. Or
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
going to the negative side, be like, oh, yeah, I get it, but no, we're going this way. We're gonna do something positive. We're gonna create something positive.
Yeah, it's definitely a learning opportunity and a chance just to, as you always do, go inside and figure out what that is, Yeah.
Where's
And
that fear
accept it.
coming from, and why? Yeah, and
Yeah.
why? Like, look at it, look at it, look at it, just look at it. At least
Mm.
look at it. Don't just hide it. Look at it. Look at it. It's okay.
It's so good just to be aware that it's there, because some people are trapped in it and don't even know it, it's great.
Because it shouldn't overcome you. You should overcome it.
Or allow, like, there's no overcome, there's
Mm.
no succumb. There's just interest and curiosity. Curiosity is my old
Yeah,
friend.
that's a better word. Yeah, that's a better
Yeah.
word.
Any
'Cause we're
emotion
not
that is
fighting it.
curious, it's like we
Mhm.
just have to,
Curious. What's that about? Yeah. What is
Yeah.
Yep.
and it's a
Yeah.
strong feeling. Ooh,
Mm.
ooh.
Yes, it is. That overtake everything. It'll take your day.
The ability
Overtake
to
your day
assess
sometimes.
from a different point of view.
Mhm.
That's like what's happening. So we're not trapped in it anymore. Like, right?
Mm. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. Yeah.
We're able to look at it like it's like the higher self comes in and looks at it from another angle, from a not human angle, and we can then assess the whole situation different and not be in horror anymore, and not be like, or see the horror, but like, okay, right, let's look at it, right? And then not this, like,
Human.
as the human does, just, oh my god, hide or run or whatever.
Mm.
Just look at it, and because we're safe, that's the thing, we're safe as
Yeah.
Exactly.
as
That's the word. We're safe. Even
Yeah.
in fear, we're safe. We're safe.
yeah
Yes.
yeah
Right.
yeah
That's the
There's a
balance.
bigger plan.
yes
There's a bigger plan for this.
That's right. That's
Fear is
great.
healthy. It's waking
Yeah.
up juice. It's juice to help you wake up.
Yeah. I agree. I
Keep it
agree. I love
down.
that. I love that. I love that.
Give me
Love
fear.
that. It's so empowering. So empowering. Such an empowering thing to realize. Like, wow. Yeah. If we could just get rid of time, the illusion of the time, like we were just speaking earlier, because a lot of our fear comes from the time concept. That's where it
Uh-huh.
comes from. A lot of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just putting those two things together and realizing that once you get rid of time, you lose a lot of the fear, the unnecessary fear, because there is no time. There is no such thing. So I'm learning this. This is my big lesson right now. My big lesson I'm learning as we speak. Because in this new reality, as I moved here, they put me in this new reality of no time. Literally, like, definitely live. I'm learning to live that, like, it's okay. Just be. There's nowhere to go. There's no place to be. It will just flow. It will just come. Everything you need will just flow. And just letting that flow, because that's when all the great things come through, when you finally surrender and flow and not think of time anymore.
Very well said.
Mhm.
That was beautiful. I just wanted, what would I? Yeah.
I'm learning that message right
I did
Unlearning
Un-
everything.
unlearning and
Unlearning everything we've ever done or know. Unlearning, I've got to say it 3 times. Like, no, that's worth saying the word unlearning at least 3 times, because it's complete radical opposition to everything we were ever shown or taught as children.
Mhm.
Nothing
Yep.
is the same now. The rules are no longer written the way that they were written. We have a new reality. It is a different set of laws. Those laws are now applicable to those that can, whose sensation allows them to be lived in their reality. So you can start to produce this fourth, fifth dimensional reality through you. This is the process for humankind. It's not some divinity like going to do it. It's just
Amen. Hallelujah
just you.
to that. Yes. Yes.
It's all
yes,
you.
Yes. Yes.
So when people look for teachers, like they're lost. You just need someone to tell you to get the fuck on and do it.
Do it. Do it.
Just do it. Have
Do
the best
it.
life you could
Just
ever
do it.
have.
Do it. Yeah. Mhm.
I think I'm enjoying this.
yeah. That's good.
Well, we've been talking about teaching and doing retreats, and we're just getting used to the idea.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to relate the story of sometimes I put myself, like I train my human to get rid of fear. So I go through training, I do certain things. Like when I had the fear of heights, I started practicing by jumping into the water and stuff. And like to relax, I lie on the water. I can do all these things now. There was a time when I couldn't do that. I would freak, like I would just be too afraid. And yeah, there was times when I was sitting at a lake at the shore, like before I even went in, I just had like a panic attack and stuff like that. So so I trained that because I decided at some point, I guess must have been maybe around 10 years ago when I was 30 or something, that I'm not gonna go that path. I'm not gonna be more and more afraid, like what normally people do, right? The older they get, the more scared they get. And I was thinking, like, I'm so fucking scared already. I'm not doing that. Like, where am I gonna end up? So I gotta change, right? So I gotta do something about this. That's not working for me. I'm not doing that. So I started training myself, right? So and this sort of comes back right now, or came back, right? So when David drives, he likes driving, and he's a wonderful driver. He's really good. But I get scared when there is a car coming out, and like it's very like how they drive here. It is very like I'm oversensitive to how, because traffic here, you just got to take care of everybody. So when I'm not driving myself, but I'm like in this highly sensitive state of oh my God, and there's a car coming, and I get like, oh. And David was like, which of course, yeah, what you don't need to be scared, right? We're protected, so it's all good, right? And so I was like, yeah, that's right. It's fucked. I don't want to be scared. Like, let's do something
I'm laughing
about it.
because I'm there.
So what do? I closed my eyes, and I did that before. I did that months ago on the scooter when I was sitting at the back of his scooter, and I closed my eyes and I just enjoyed the ride without anything of taking care of and looking at, and oh my God.
Yeah.
So, and I did that in the car then, and it was so fascinating for me to just be there, sit there, close eyes, enjoy, because the fear was immediately gone. Like there was no fear at all. And so it's so much the mind, right? When I have my eyes open, I assess the situation. I'm constantly so, and that's where the fear comes from. I just closed my eyes and I was good.
Yeah.
There was nothing, like all good. That was fascinating.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Wow.
I know I know the driving in certain islands, it's insane. It's like chaotic. It's like they barely miss each other. They're like this. And all the others just are barely missing each other. It's insane. It's insane. And everybody's fine.
Yeah.
And somehow it works out.
That's like in Dominican when Christian did the
Yeah,
driving.
yeah. Thank God he was driving.
I was like,
oh,
thank you, Christian.
thank God. I know what you mean by that. And you look and you see it all just happen in the way it's, and if you think about it, if you look at it in the perspective of the way, it's almost a dance of energy. So they're just like all kind of like, somehow it works out. It flows, it works out. Nobody hits each other. Everybody's
Talk
fine.
about learning to
And everybody
trust and
gets
let
there.
go, right?
And everybody gets to where they need to go. It's incredible.
yeah.
It's magical.
Yeah.
In Jordan, it's similar. Like we had someone drive for us in Jordan because the traffic gets even worse over there. But it was, yeah, that was good.
So I have some channeling
All right then.
from Sanat Kumara.
Woohoo.
It gives me directions. So I spent years wandering around London, the streets of London. At first, it was Jeshua. I asked, it was like Jeshua was giving me driving directions. Turn left, go to this telephone box. The stuff I did just following the direction of like the adults, that I could connect with. And they led me to Malta. And it was Sanat Kumara who really led me in the end. And so he'd like to channel about this or something that he chooses to channel.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ministi Komo Haimoki. So your higher keys. Tonight we're going to perform a miracle in essence with each one of you. Ekron tilamel kole. We will begin a process. Bit by bit, we will begin this evening. Ekron tilamal tiko, hemron taklamel. So within each of you is a key to the highest dominion. Ekron Tylon K. I, Sanat Kumara, turn that key for each of you tonight. Ekron Tylon Kai. Your earth's journey will complete itself momentarily. Ekron Ilon Kai. And while I operate as an island in this solar system, Ekron Ilon Kai, Hiron Kai Leg Ingletai. There's no way to explain this in English or any other native language of this planet. But I have held this country, this planet, this world, its oceans and its airs for all of eternity in terms of your lifetime. Chiron Eklontai. So within the internal realms, you may hear a shriek of delight when I open this key. Chiron Eklontai Lekau. Ingramaklate. They will emit a shriek of joy beyond human hearing. Iron Tylon Kai. Ekron Telon Kaitical. And it is somewhat ironic that the human ears cannot hear that shriek of delight on the internal plane. Hiron Iklon Mai. But my heart beats anew because each one of you takes your place at my table in this highest space of the angelics that is available on earth to you, to the group here at this time. So he's left.
Yeah. All right,
Thank
bye,
you,
man.
thank you,
Yeah, he just did
thank
that.
Lovely to see you.
Yeah,
Ciao.
that was
you,
that.
thank you,
Okay,
thank you.
thanks, man. Thanks, thanks.
He didn't even say,
No? He left.
Business.
okay.
That was his
That's
beeper.
beautiful.
It's like in a week's time, yeah, there'll be some more words maybe about that, or we'll just see.
Hmm.
See, they do tell me like there are words, but don't utter them for another day or a week or a month. And then we'll come back to those.
Maybe.
So timelines is interesting. Yes. Astraea would like to channel about timelines.
Ah,
Hiron Hai Tikal Lomensky. So this new timeline that I give you today is entitled Heaven Will Be on Earth. Ekron Ilon Kai, Hinron Teklon K. So I have worked on this timeline for many lifetimes. Each of you on this call ought to recognize that you have been involved in the design of this timeline.
oh, God.
Chiron Eklatai, all of you on this call have been involved in the creation of this timeline.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
Ekron Mystikai, there ought to be no mystery to this timeline. Ekron Icicle, there ought to be no cold times in the future. Irek Tumekli, there's too much to clear here on this call to take our time up with dark ways or thinking negatively anymore. Ekrikal, it's only light that you begin to believe in has any dominion here on earth. Ekron Maklatai, you can just forget the dark ways. Hurankolai, as if they are a distant memory. Ekren Oklonkai, Humenskilo. So I leave now, she says, with gifts of joy. Ekron Mailakal, Humlenke Akrata, Humlest Eklepeloki. So deep within your paleo key. Ekron Ilakal, I place myself, my divine key.
Oh,
Ekron Piklakal, Humenike, Humeni Kailotal, Eklon Tiklon Maklake, Himle Astiklo Mikletai, Imenst, Aklimakai, Kimenski, Okrento, Humen Kailai. So there are no misgivings amongst those of us on this call. We must go to the highest place within ourselves. Ekren tiklenst aklaben. Only from that place can we draw forth our powers. Ekren tylon, eklen mylon ki, aminskilo kamenike. So I leave now with these gifts, these pleasures, these joys of life. I grow mikleten. I grow in all things holy. I grow in all things of divinity. I grow in all things of the angelic realm. So she's left.
I
And
felt
we
the joy. I felt the joy.
Yeah.
we have,
Yeah.
I've got,
I felt the joy so much. It felt great. The joy felt me. And I could feel the joy. I could feel the moments of joy coming. Feel the moments of now gatherings and our meeting people, the joy that we are going to start to create. Makes me want to dance.
Try and stop me.
Yeah.
I just wanted, I got reminded of yesterday, you said like your body is changing because now is the time that you were made for. That were sort of the words, and I got reminded of that just now. And now we're gonna put on a song, and then I think we have to go because we have a walk tonight. How do I get there?
Nice.
Awesome.
So I'll stop the recording so we don't
Oh,
look
yeah.
silly on YouTube tonight.
Oh, God.